way to Nashville, another trip. Hopefully it's the last one for a little while. Kind of, you know, I would have enjoyed sleeping a little bit, but anyway, when we get to Nashville, go right to the plant like I always do on a Monday or when I travel up there. And then after work, I'm going to the gym, and we'll talk about the frustrations and changes of phase 1. Now that we are 5 weeks complete of this program, something's got to give. I'm kind of pissed off a little bit, but whatever. Anyway, also, maybe potential changes in 2026's racing plan? Potential? I'll see you in Nashville. All right, I'm in the hotel room. It is 6:16 in the evening. I just got home from being at work. It was I think I got out of there at like 5. I had to talk to my boss about my personal goals for the year. Some things we had to do. So a workshop we got going on this week. That's why we're in town. So I was in meetings upon meetings. Nothing really too big of a deal. But now we're here. It's the hotel. It's 6:18. Before we get into really kind of the crux of the video, why I'm frustrated right now, I'm gonna go eat. I've only eaten barely 2 meals today. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go to Target, get some things. I'll come back from all that. You'll get some footage at the gym because I have my camera with the little tripod stand, and we will talk about what's going on. But one new thing that I'll show you guys later. Someone will question it in the video. So let me go change. I'm changed now. Let me get socks, shoes on, call my wife, go eat, go to the gym, come back, talk about why I'm not exactly thrilled right now, but that'll be that. All right, so I Panda Express for dinner because I love Kung Fu Panda food. Cheat code pre-meal. We got noodles, beef and broccoli, grilled teriyaki chicken. There's like 50 grams of protein in this meal, plus the carbs from the noodles. Should be really, really good. Plus the broccoli to fill you up. Should be really, really solid pre-gym food. Should have a killer workout. Then we'll go to Target. Here's the gym scale. 0 pounds, 0 pounds, nice and even. I'm gonna take my shirt off, my hat off, I'm gonna step on this scale. And I swear on God, if it says above 240, I'm gonna be pissed. Set at 240. can see it. All right, close enough. Let's see what it says. That's right below 235. Now, keep in mind, that's post-workout, after eating all day, and a travel day. This is not my home scale, but I will come back tomorrow in the morning, or tomorrow or Wednesday in the morning, and step on the scale again. If it does not match or beat 235 on this scale, I might be mad. But that kind of makes me less frustrated than I was. I'll see you back in the room. Okay, back from Target, back from the gym. I didn't really get a whole lot of fun stuff at Target. So I'm here for the next 4 days doing a workshop, okay? And pretty much gonna be stuck in a plant the whole time. They're gonna get breakfast and snacks, and typically when vendors, when we bring in stuff like this, it's always like donuts or, you know, some kind of muffins or something like that. And right now my carb count cannot afford that. So I went and I did the smart thing. I'm gonna have breakfast before I go into work tomorrow, which is typically when I travel. I've been kind of going to Starbucks, and I'll get the spinach feta egg white wrap and the bacon Gruyere egg bites, and then I'll get a coffee on top of it. In addition, I did get Premier Protein shakes just because they're already made, they're on the go. I don't have to worry about bringing powder with me. For 160 calories, 30 grams of protein, cool, right? So I got the bananas and cream, because who doesn't love banana flavored? And then for while I'm in the meetings, one a day until lunch for the next couple of days, I bought these legendary Pop-Tarts, essentially. They're protein pastries. Each one of these 180 calories with 20 grams of protein. It says 23 grams of carbs, but it's got 9 grams of fiber included in that, so it's really only 14 grams of carbs. I can afford that in my diet. 14 grams of carbs plus the protein, not too bad right there. Figure that plus the sandwich and the eggs will be my breakfast, and then again, this is, you know, a snack in between and before lunch. I don't know what we're doing for lunch, you know, Tuesday, but I know Wednesday is going to be Jimmy John's, so I'll probably get like the turkey sub, no chips, diet beverage, you know, but I can hold on. I can bring an extra protein shake for lunch because I've got 8 and I'm only going to be here for 4 days, so I've got to double up some of these days, so that's fine. Anyway, I'm going to shower, get ready for bed, and then we'll wrap up why I'm frustrated and what's going on this week. You kind of saw it already, but we'll just summarize what's going on. Okay, so what's actually been going on that's really got me frustrated? Well, today is the first day of week 6, okay? And first week, my weight went down. Went down from like 247 and change down to like 242. And then since then, I've been like stuck in the 240s. And it's pissing me off because I'm watching what I eat. I'm eating high protein. I'm eating lower carb. I'm doing a little bit of cardio, not too much. You know, I'm keeping it zone 2. I'm keeping it light. I'm lifting weights. And, you know, I know I'm eating 2,400 calories. Or I've, you know, done the whole let's log it for a day and just eat the same shit over and over again. And that's what's pissing me off. You know, you watch any YouTube bodybuilder, and I understand a lot of them are on gear. So a lot of them are going to have additional help. But they're eating like 3,000 calories and they're losing weight. And I'm like, dude, you weigh less than I do. How the hell are you eating more than me and losing weight? Again, I understand. They're enhanced. They're not natural. Okay? And I'm trying to do this as best I can. So, but this morning, to start the first day of phase 2, you saw this morning on the scale, mine said 241 point something. Ironically enough, and I didn't get this on camera, 30 seconds earlier, I weighed myself just to make sure I was going to record that. It said 240.6. And then as soon as I moved it, it went to 241.2. That sucks. But then after traveling, flying, 2 flights, eating what I've been eating, and then just doing a 30-minute strength workout with zero cardio, I get on the gym scale, which you literally watched me do it, zeroed it out, made sure it was zero, only in a pair of shorts and underwear, and it was 235. So I'm pissed off because when I went for the body scan, my 4-week body scan update, it said I lost 5.5 pounds, but I gained body fat and lost muscle. Like, how does that even happen? Look, I get it. If you don't eat enough protein, you will lose muscle. But I'm eating protein. I'm eating at least 160 grams of protein per day, 160 to 240, somewhere in there. Some days high, some days never over 240, but like some days I'm eating closer to 200 to 210. Some days I'm eating like 170, whatever, right? But I'm eating a lot of protein, lower carbs. And I can't imagine the nutrition timing being the biggest thing that suddenly all of a sudden, oh look, I didn't eat carbs first, I ate them second, boom, here we go, magic. I'm lifting weights, I'm adding some cardio, not intense cardio, not hours and hours and hours, and I'm not training for a race, and my body is doing nothing. But I'm down almost 2 inches, over 2 inches, we're right around 2 inches on the waist. Like, how do I losing waist inches but not losing pounds, but then the scan says I gained fat? Now I get it. The body scans, even if they just use an electric resistance thing, which most of them do, unless you're getting that the DEXA, right? You're gonna the electrical impedance, water weight does affect that. As you retain water, that's going to slow down the electrical current, and that's going to help. But I can't imagine I gained 0.5 pound of fat while losing 2 pounds of muscle, and that worked. Like I'm just not seeing it. So that's the frustrations. Obviously, I'm still lifting. I'm still doing the thing with running. I ran on Sunday, I did an hour, like 5 miles or so. For proof, here's Sunday's workout. So it's not like I'm not doing the cardio. I'm eating right. So we'll see. If I get home from this trip in Nashville and I don't weigh in the 230s, on my home scale, I'm going to be pissed. But we started phase 2. I've got 5 or 6 weeks of this, and then phase 3. And then I have to change what I'm doing next. Like, I was going to jump into a marathon prep, but something was released over the weekend that made me go, shit, that changed my whole schedule. Not my whole schedule, but it changes my training for 2026. I won't cover that yet because it's not official yet, even though the article leaked but then was retracted right away. When that's official, I'll announce that one. But maybe I won't announce it. Maybe I'll just carry on my day and just, record once every couple of weeks, because recording every week is just, it's stressful. But I don't know. You tell me. Do you want to see me record every week? Or should I just once a month, once every 2 weeks? What frequency do you think I should record? I don't know. Anyway, it is 9:40. I'm going to get ready to relax. It's been a long-ass day. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. I'm going to call my wife, go to bed. I've got a lot to do this week. Dinners, workshops, etc., etc., etc. I might get some extra clips of the week. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to show any workouts. It's just going to be scenic B-roll type stuff. So I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the edit out, and we'll talk when I get home.